What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Um, for those that's watching the rebroadcast, we sitting here. We talking about Shedeur. He said I'm still that same guy that I was at Colorado. One of the reporters was asking him a question about some things about his arm and stuff like that. He said I'm still the same guy, which we all know. He's still the same guy he was at Colorado. Just picked up where he left off. Just a little bit of politics he going through. That's about it. Um, but not just a little politics, a lot. Colorado, they looking good in practice. They looking hungry in practice. I like what I'm seeing so far in the Colorado Buffaloes. Um, they kicked their season off at the end of the month against Georgia Tech, and I'm here for it because I think they're gonna have a pretty good season. I like what I'm seeing in practice for sure. Um, Nice hard practice. Um, so they looking real good. I like what I'm seeing for the quarterback position. I saw a couple of the running backs from Colorado, man, do their thing. So they definitely got looking like they got a nice little run game. So that's definitely trending in the right direction. Getting closer to the season because we before you know it, the season will be right here. Um, the end of the month, man, it's time. It's go time. So I'm here for it. And Coach Prime back at the right time. Everything is flowing. Everything is flowing where it need to be, man. What's up, Max? What's going on? Yeah, I had to, man. Got too many trolls, man. Um, but definitely, I like what I'm seeing so far. I had wanted to say Shedeur, man. He's handling himself with poise, but they had some questions about his arm, so he had some soreness, and he's back at practice though. Um, you know, right before because August 8th they played a preseason game, and I'm definitely gonna be here for that. You know, to see what they do in the preseason. Um, Pretty much it's gonna be him and Gabriel. That's their show. That preseason game because Flacco don't really have to do much because we know that he's gonna be the starter going into the season, and since he the starter going into the season, it's about that second spot right now. Kenny Pickett is hurt, so that preseason game, Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur, they're gonna have a lot of opportunity to see see what's going on. Um, yeah, man, for sure they're gonna have a lot, and it's the 8th. I forget what time, but I'm gonna tune in, take a look at that, see the stats in that, see what's going on in that particular game. But he said I'm still the same old guy, man, that I was at Colorado. He said, "Did you see me at Colorado?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I'm still the same guy. You know, I'm still the same guy that won the Johnny Unitas Award, man. I'm still the same one, even though NFL is a totally different beast. But we got to look at what got him here. Um, you know, it's skill alone, skill and everything else, all the intangibles that should have got him in the earlier rounds, but it's neither here nor there. Um, we about to see really what everybody made of in that preseason game. I already know what he's made of, but we about to see. So that preseason game is going to be a must watch, and yeah, man, I'm definitely going to be tuned in. But yeah, man, his arm is fine. Had a little bit of soreness, which is to be expected. He mentioned he said he's not used to being hot and cold. You know, he's hot, then he stopped for a long period of time, and then he got to go hot again, meaning that he's been standing around, like that, and that kind of bothered his shoulder. He's not used to that, which I understand because he's been, pretty much he's been that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's been that guy, but now he got to stand around a little bit. So he'll do his thing, then stand around, then he'll go back to doing reps. So he said that's what aggravated it. But he said he's good. He just said his body just had to adjust. So that's pretty much what Shedeur said right there. His body had to adjust and go from there. But I like what I'm seeing, man. He's back at practice today. I'm not sure. I got to wait till this afternoon to see what he did in practice. I did see some of the highlights so far. He just, pretty much picking up where he left off. But they're pretty much getting ready for Friday. Friday they have a game. So they got today's practice, which is 1, 2, 3. They got 4 practices until that game. Four practice sessions before the 8th. Today was the first day. So it's on a Friday. So we're going to see what happens in that preseason. And I expect him to do some really good things. In that preseason, I really expect him to do a lot in that game. But I think right now, man, just comparing the two, since Pickett is out, they really compete for that second spot, depending on by the beginning of the season, where Pickett is he healthy or not. At this point, I think Shedeur got to be thinking in his mind he competing for that second spot right now. And then after that, anything is possible. Everything is possible at that point. As the season progresses. Yeah, he got to be thinking that backup role right now. And then from there, as the season progresses, we'll see what happens. But he's going to get his opportunity at some point. But yeah, so he's going to get his opportunity. He's definitely going to get more than one opportunity. More than his share of opportunities because of the preseason games. Get them 2 preseason games. Like I said, him and Dylan's they're gonna play the bulk of those games. And that's what I'm assuming. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They get in there and Dylan play the bulk of the game. I don't know. But definitely the fans gonna be calling for him to go in. It was an announcer. He covers Colorado. He said at some point they're gonna start saying Shedeur Sanders, Shedeur Sanders. They're gonna start chanting his name. The dog pound gonna start going crazy. Like, man, we got a dog on the sidelines, man. Let's see it. Yeah, I think they are going to share snaps. They got to. That's usually how it works. Yeah, that's usually how it works. They're going to share snaps and stuff like that. And we're going to get a good look at him, man. Shedeur, his first game under as a pro. I'm definitely here for that. So we're going to see. He ain't afraid of no competition now. You ready to go, man? Hope everybody is doing well. And also, I'm ready for Colorado in a few weeks, to start off their season opener. And yeah, man, I'm here for all this. Get these season openers going, man. And they looking good in practice, man. From what I see, they're going hard. I like that Preston Hodge is still there. He should have a big season. He should have a really breakout season. Um, like that heading into the draft. So we gonna see, man. But I like what I see in practice. They're going hard. I like what I see with the offensive line. They got the running game going. Um, Man, they got some really nice receivers, of course. I think that's what Colorado's going to be known for, their receivers. But they're upholding the tradition of the receiver room. So, yeah, man, it's good, man. You said got to improve their defense. We're going to see. Going into the first game, they playing Georgia Tech, right? The first game. So, yeah. Yeah, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech that first game. So we're definitely going to see what's happening right there with that Georgia Tech game. What's up, celebrity? Yeah, that Georgia Tech game, man, I'm definitely going to be watching that because I'm curious to see this new look team, what they're going to do. I'm not worried about the quarterback position. They throwing some good balls in practice. They spinning it in practice. I like how they spinning that ball, man. Like how they throwing it. That freshman looked good, man. Lewis, he looked good. Both of them look good. And I see they got a big tight end too, man. He looked good too. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, man, it looks good, man. Everything looks up, man. Up for practice. Everything is up. What you guys think the season gonna look like? What you think their record gonna look like, man? 12-4. So you got them going undefeated in the regular season. Yeah, he was one of McChesney boys, right? That tight end, right? He was one of the top players in Colorado high school ball. Do you think they'll win 10 games for sure? Yeah, we gonna see, man. They definitely looking good though. Yeah, man. When I saw that tight end, the way he was moving, I'm like, okay, they gonna do some things with him this year for sure. You said the media betting on Prime to slide. You said they don't count Jackson State's record at all. No, they don't. Yeah, man, they not counting Jackson State, man. They not showing Jackson State no love, man. Definitely not. I ain't even expect them to. But yeah, they probably talking down like he gonna slide, like he going. For sure. Said Max, that's a damn shame, though. HBCU. That's just how they are, man. They don't give HBCU enough credit. Plus, the HBCU, you got to understand, they don't have enough resources to compete with like Power Five football and stuff. It's about resources. It's not that they don't have the players, but most of the great players they go to the upper echelon leagues, like the SEC and Big 12 and all that, Pac 12. That's just the way it is. But don't get me wrong, that don't mean that you can't. They got players all over the country. If you're good, they're gonna find you. But yeah, man, that's how they operate with HBCU. So yeah, they're not taking into account what he did at Jackson State, for sure. You said it makes what Prime pull off with Travis and Shedeur to Jackson State that much more incredible, right? The even recruit Travis. Well, Travis was sold on playing for Coach Prime anyway. He was sold on it. So really, to seal that deal had to be a lot to do with Travis because he really wanted to go play for Coach Prime, and it worked out for him. He won a Heisman Trophy. The reason why I say that it's not that Travis wouldn't have been great anywhere he played, but Prime, let him play both sides of the ball with all those snaps. You know what I'm saying? He had the blueprint on how to play him. Now that Jacksonville is using that same blueprint. They're using the same blueprint Prime, how he used him at Colorado. Yeah, man, it's the same blueprint. But shout out to Shedeur. He was like, that's still the same guy, man. He said that to a reporter. Reporter said something. He was like, "You watched me at Colorado?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm still that same guy." You know. Then he was talking about how he didn't want his father to come watch him right now until he get where he got to go. There's nothing wrong with that. definitely nothing wrong with that statement. You know, the media always trying to put some paint where it ain't. You know how they do. But everything is up and up, man. Well, Dylan came from a program, you know, it's like he came from a well-oiled machine. And plus he'd been in college like 5, 6 years. He bounced around a little bit. Yeah, so if you come from a program like that, they've been well established for a long time. You're gonna be successful if you're a decent quarterback. But I like how Shedeur, you know, he's battle tested and he still put up good numbers. I'm like what Ocho Cinco said. I'm ready for the preseason game. He said him and Dylan getting the most reps and let it be like that. That's it. He said we already know Flacco the starter because he the veteran. So we're gonna see about what's happening in that preseason. Because he lighted up in preseason, forget about it. He should have that second QB2 spot. Anyway, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'll be back a little later. But yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing with Shedeur. He handled himself well in the press. And that's all you can really ask for, man. But I'll be back a little later, man, when I see the rest of the footage. All right, y'all.